I need to edit this. I need to edit this. I need to edit this. Day 3. It's day 3. It's day 3. It's not day 2 anymore. It's day 3. I added a filter to my mic, so maybe that will help the audio thing, but it might also pick up everything. That includes my cat getting the zoomies. Just be warned. Okay, so today is the shop system, and I hope, I am crossing my fingers that I get music, that I get everything where it needs to be, because there's a lot. There was like setting up the whole system in 8 episodes, 8 tutorials, and then tweaking it to make sure that it works properly, because the tutorial kind of ended with a bug, like a serious you can sell things and remove things from your inventory by not talking to the shopkeeper kind of bug. So it was working through everything up to that point and then fixing it and then hopefully tweaking it so that I can get rid of the ugly UI, because I don't open that up. Encoder overloaded. But yeah, the scroll mouse UI. I like the scroll mouse in itself, but I don't like that it's up there, just on the screen, like, consistently. I would much rather it have its own panel, despite the fact that I don't like building UIs. Oh my god. Player. I don't like building menus. I think it's, well, just for me, it's kind of tedious. It's obviously a lot more fun to paint grass and decorate houses and build characters for me. Let's not spawn the person right on the snail. I will start and then I will die. He can't move right now though, so. Yeah. No, he's just chilling. I got rid of the nav mesh bound, so he can't do anything at the moment. So it is setting up this shopkeeper. And I'll just, in content, I'll give him his own folder. Like, I'm nervous because there's a lot of steps and a lot of things that I could miss really easily. Hopefully that's not gonna happen. Okay. It might be best to start with the strut. Yeah, start with the strut. Oh my, I'm gonna need to mute my microphone for just a second, because opening my can is gonna destroy that thing. Alright. Alright, time to go. Got in the items. Print. Structure. Name. Cost. Maybe I should just do it. Price. Price sounds better. This is a text. This is an integer, and this is a texture. 2D. Object. Yes, it's an object. Okay. Save game. Serialized for saved games. I mean, that's the menu, like the main menu, the pause menu, and the save function are like the next step, so that's interesting. Okay, and now I need a data, miscellaneous data table, and it's going to use the item structure. And this is just item data table. Because of course it is. Okay, so I need 7. And the top row is going to be seeds. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. And this is, I do remember how to spell cauliflower, so that's good. Can I give you a temp texture? You don't have that green dude. No. Seed. The top row is going to be seeds. Okay. I don't know if these prices are going to be the same or not, but it'll be something that I can adjust later. Just something to start out with. Oh, let me make it a target. Seed. And these will just be this. No. These are. One's the seed and one is the actual produce. figure that got the Android. Look at the camera. These are temporary, like so temporary. And this is going to be salt iron. It's not going to have a price because its price is like 10 watermelons. Yeah. I wonder if I should put a space. Actually, if it's going to display it, then it does need a space, which is important. Okay. So that should be everything that I need as far as the data table, the items and stuff. Should just pull this open. Is there anything in the player, in the inventory component? Okay, so nothing in the inventory component works off of anything higher up in the tier, basically. So I can do that next. Blueprint class, actor component. Whoop. Okay, yeah, there's nothing on the event graph. There's just the functions and the inventory map. Which is, it's one of those things that, okay, it's an integer map. That is really interesting, but I don't have a lot of practice with it. So I am getting the practice today. And some of the stuff that I already built is going to get replaced. Like the things that I wanted to replace, like all of the variables on the player character that keep track of the seeds and what items have been picked up. So I'm glad about that. I am very glad about that. Okay, so I'm in inventory. Integer. Okay. There wasn't anything else. Nope. Oh, when did I move? Yeah, that's private. And I'm in add to inventory. Okay, so now we find the item ID if it's in the map. if it's in the map, then map add the map in the item ID. I can just pull off of both of these, I guess. Yeah. And this will increment the amount that's being added to the amount that is already in the map. Going through this once through the tutorial and then doing it again by myself is really helping to solidify the process, which is good. So that one day I'll actually be able to do a lot of this stuff without relying on tutorials. Because it's getting there. It's getting there. There's no neat way to do this. It's just gonna look kind of like spaghetti. Here isn't bad, it's just that over there is not great. Okay, so that is add to inventory. And now I gotta remove from inventory, which does similar things, but different things. Oh, I need to, you just have an item ID. You just intake an item ID. Okay. If the item ID is in the map and subtract 1 and after subtracting 1 it is less than, oh my god, remove, map remove, yeah, grab the map, plug it into the map, so then it performs the operation, and that is the new amount in the array. So it's like, it's adding -1. That doesn't have a return mode, but I think it's good practice. It's not returning anything, but it's like, it's done. Okay, so that is the player inventory component. No, it's just 10 o'clock. And that's gonna go on the player. Awesome. I don't think there's anything in particular that I need to do to that while it's on the player. I'm just gonna double check though. Wrong folder. Right folder. Default map at 0 elements. I could, instead of constructing it, nah, I'm just gonna construct it. Yeah, because I just to get a starter amount. Oh, there's a begin play here. There's not a begin play in 4.2.6. Okay. So I'm not going to need this HUD. I am not going to need that HUD. I can take that off. But what I can do is I can get the player inventory and add to inventory and just have a starter amount of cauliflower seeds, because one goes for cauliflower, and then so in the inventory map 1 is cauliflower and 5 is the amount of cauliflower. So I already have 1 cauliflower. I already have 5 bleh. Someday my brain is going to catch up with my mouth, or my mouth is going to catch up with my brain, or they're just going to pass by each other like two fast-moving trains that never meet. There's already 5 cauliflower seeds in the inventory when the game starts. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I guess I can get the widget going. Do you have an interact on? Badoop. Uh-oh, my Discord's up. Put this over here. It is my snail people. Dennis is angry. Okay. Nope. Nope. Where's my mixer? Where's my mixer? Oh my god. There's my mixer. It's like... Okay. There were lots of things going on for just a second. Add to inventory. I already have... I have a dead. I'm not gonna need this. And I already have the interact, so I don't need to add the interact. That's already there. E is gonna... Oh no, that's something else. And this can be discombobulated for now. Still got dead, and eventually that's going to go back to the main menu level. Okay, so the thing that I need is to get an input for tab. And I am still working on how to do the controller inputs. I don't know if I'm going to have time in this one to make it completely controller friendly. but I do want to play with it afterwards. Trigger when paused. I think that should be okay. I don't think there's anything special that I need to do that. So I probably won't need the scroll wheels anymore. I just open them all back up once I add a new one, so I have to scroll all the way to the bottom. IMC default asset failed to save. Why did you fail to save? Someone failed to save correctly. Why did you fail to save correctly? I don't like that. Okay, things are failing to save, and that is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. It should still save even though I'm like full up. I did get some progress on it. I'm gonna close it down, restart it, seeing if it'll boot back up. I know it saved the item and data structure, the item data table and the structure. Two Unreals were open. That's a problem. That's a problem. No wonder. No wonder. How did two Unreals open? Okay, that one doesn't have the player inventory. There's a shop folder. There's the data table has all the information there. Maybe it opened when my Discord exploded. I don't know. Okay, everything's in player inventory. Inventory component, and I'm going to delete that. Save. Yeah, see, that saved just fine. Good. Good. I still have the inventory. Yeah, no, something exploded. moved my Discord so it was covering up the chat, so I'm sorry if it was a while before I looked at that. I have so many screens and yet somehow not enough screens. Does that make sense? Okay, so I did get the action mapping in. So I can go into here. I'll wait to add the defaults to the player inventory. Not gonna need that. Not gonna need that. And I can start getting the okay, it needs an inventory camera. That's a child actor. And then the actor class is a camera actor, which I don't know if collision. I don't know if I'm going to keep it like this, and I might just give it a regular camera instead of child actor. I need my snaps. I need my snaps. Actually, can I just get the location? I might have tweaked that, but maybe? No, it is slightly rotated. Okay, I'm gonna try that. So, inventory. Controller controls the camera. Set view target with blend. Which this is a neat trick. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna open up the correct map. Check map for warmings. Fern material is missing. Log stump, mushroom. The materials are missing. Materials are missing, so I might need to check that out in a minute. That's not bad. It could be a little bit more to the right. I don't like the vignette, but I don't know how to fix that yet. That's not bad. I might make that a 1 instead of a 1.5. It's kind of slow. Come on. Camera. Yeah. Yeah, I like the 1 better. Keep it rotated. Just tweakings. Tweakings. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Alright. So I need to make the widgets. No, that's not the right one. Canvas panel. I'll set up I'll do like it did in border. Well, I could just, yeah. Never mind. Because I can just take the information that I have on that side and put it on this side. Text in the border. Text in the vertical box. button. Text on the button. And then uniform grid panel on the canvas panel. So put the vertical box anchor to the side. This is just going to be a lot of data, and I'm sorry about that. As it can be easier for me to just disassociate and data. I think that's all that I need to know. Yeah. Any additional? I think that's it. But I think I can just copy some of this stuff over when I'm done with it, so I don't have to do another totally set up UI panel. Yes. Color is fine. Well, for now. It's gonna be a point where I'm gonna make this stuff pretty. Gold is variable. That's gonna get bound. Oh wait, or it's gonna get set? I don't think that's bound to anything. No, it's just gonna get set. It's not bound to anything. I don't need to bind it. Awesome! Do you need to center it? And that's it. Button. Okay, and the uniform grid panel, it just needs to go somewhere, and it might look fine, it might not. Okay, now the graph. I don't have a pre-construct, and I don't have a tick. I just have the event construct. Okay, I'm gonna do something that irked me when I was building this thing. Back button. Label my buttons. Okay. Promote to variable. For loop. No, not with break, just... No, not a for each loop. For loop. Just a regular for loop. That goes from 0 to 7. Okay, make a function, call it fetch item. Okay, I'm in fetch item. Yes, I am. Pull that up. This has an input of an integer, and it is index. So, as the player character, I need to get the inventory component. Get player inventory and then get the inventory map. Now, some of this stuff I am still very fuzzy on grasping, but the key should be the location. In the map that the item is in. Get a copy at the index. So it looks for the index, which would be inputted into the function from something else that I'm gonna set up. But it's a number that comes from the inventory data structure. And this has output. And the idea behind this is that it's going to find the information in the data structure and put it into that uniform grid on the UI. Yes. 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 Find count and get the item ID, and if false, this is going to be -1 and the count is going to be 0. So if there's something in the inventory, it'll show up on the grid, but if they're on this invisible grid right here, you can't see it, it's there. This tiny little thing. And if there's nothing at that key, it's not going to put anything in the inventory. I believe I'm understanding that correctly. So I'll put in the other function here too, which is update the amount of gold that the player has. Which gold seemed appropriate. Which means that the player character actually does need something on him. But I mean that's a wallet. The player character has gold. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give him some gold to play with. Okay. Get the player character. Get the gold. Pull this gold variable from the UI and set the text. Put the text in there, and it's going to convert the integer into text. Okay, and then that's fine. That is what that is. Okay, so back to the event graph. The grid is going to start fetching the items. For the loot body, and then the index goes into the index. And then when it's completed, it updates the gold. Okay, I'm not gonna do the create widget just yet because now I need to make the item squares. This is fun. This is fun today. Desired. Okay, no canvas panel. I do need a vertical box. Can I get the information on my vertical box? Where's the information on my vertical box? I don't understand that. Maybe it started with a size box and then it was wrapped in a vertical box, so the vertical box doesn't have that. Size box. Wrap with a vertical box. Put text on the vertical box. No. Yes. And then size box. Put a button on the overlay. Put an image on the button. And okay, I'm gonna wait to put on the active, because that was something that I played with. I want to make sure that everything else is functioning before I make the active image. And yeah, put the text on the overlay. So this is item name. It's a variable. Auto, yes, and you're a lot smaller. And in the center. Give it a little bit of undershadow. I don't know if that helps or not, but I'm gonna try. Size box. This is that's just the size. Don't need to worry about that. Overlay. Yes. I think this is just so that the text for the inventory count can go over it. Grab the button. Yeah, that's correct. Normal. And then hovered is going to be a green. Yeah, right about there. That's nice. That's a nice hover color. Is this where the padding is? No, the image is where the padding is. It's weird because it's not quite where I want it to be. Okay. I think that's as good as I'm getting at it. Okay, in the image, brush, create binding. Is this not the binding that I need? I don't think this is the binding that I need. Maybe it is the binding that I need. I need to get the item details first. Yes. So, item, button. Oh my god. Spell. And count. Okay, so I have that's a variable. Done now. Okay. Oh, wait. I didn't fix the count. I just can't see it. There you are. Okay. Back to the event construct. That's the button. Okay, that's the button. Okay. Alright. So, first I need to get the player character. I think I was trying to get and cast at the same time and it wasn't working. Okay. So there's that section there, which is to activate the visibility, but I'm not going to touch that yet. I'm going to comment it though, so I know to go back to that. Item ID. Item details. I don't think that's right. Item structure. Yes, that is correct. Okay. Okay, so those are... Can I reorder you? That's okay. Okay, so now if the item ID is greater than equal to 0, then get data table row names from the item data table something's missing. Okay, it's happy about that. But there should be a place for me to get data table row. Okay, wrong one. Yeah. So that I can get the ID. Make it a string, and then make it a name. Okay. And then set, split, so this little square is going to get an item ID, and from that item ID it's going to get the details of the item. So if it's 1, it's going to get the name of the cauliflower. Item name. And because this isn't the shop yet, I need inventory count. Count. Rather than the cost, but the cost will come later. The cost always comes later. Okay, and then if it is not, this goes back to the first one where it was -1. So if it's not greater than 0, then it's blank. So the texts are empty. And the button is hidden. Awesome. Okay. Now when I click the button, okay, yep. And I need to add another variable to my player character, which is selling. That's gonna come in real important later, because that was a step that the tutorial actually missed, is that you could click the button when inside the player's inventory and it would remove the item from the player's inventory, which is, I mean, it's not what I want. I don't particularly want the player dropping their inventory, because there's only a couple things in their inventory. Just get the inventory. Thank you. Actually, I need to pull off from here. Item ID, there it is. And event dispatcher. These are neat. Event dispatchers are neat. Oh, it needs a... because it basically shouts to any other item that has a listen to it. Okay, yes, that is correct. And this has to do with the seed. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the seed right now. Am I not worrying about the seed right now? Yeah, I think I'm going to try to get other stuff set up, and then I'm gonna worry about the seed. Okay, so that's the item. Now I can go back to the inventory and I can create that item, and it'll loop through creating the items, which is really neat. Inventory item. ID goes here, count goes here. Easy. And then it adds it to the grid. Maybe I need to pull off from the grid. My grid is not a variable. There's the grid. Is variable. I'm just gonna... item grid. Awesome. Add child to uniform grid. Okay. So from the index, I think. Yeah. Because it's going to be a 8-panel 4x4 grid, which I might keep, I might not. It all depends if I have time. And that goes into the row. Get the remainder, and that goes in the column, and this item gets added to the inventory. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so being able to exit the inventory would be great. Character. Everything else is fine. Set the input. No, I need the controller. Set show mouse cursor to not. Set. Okay, this more applies to the shopkeeper than the inventory, because in just the inventory he's actually standing next to the panel. But if I'm gonna copy and paste new, remove from parent, yes, good, okay. Compile, save. Okay, so back to the inventory. Yeah, set view target with 1, and now we can create the widget for the inventory. Add to viewport, and then just reverse what I did, just barely. Did I put in? No, I don't put anything into the focus widget. I don't think I need to unless I am going for controller friendly. Click. Okay. Actually, now would be not a bad time to give him a default inventory. Hey! There's an inventory. It works. My back. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. It does not work. That is a problem. Okay, so it pulls up just fine. It's having an issue removing itself from parent. I might take that out. That should be fine. Set blend. Get the game mode. That should be fine. Okay. Why aren't you removing from parent? Why aren't you removing from parent? You should remove from parent. Yeah, target is self. That's so weird. Is it trying to do it all at once? Target is the widget. It's just one of those doesn't carry over well from 4.26 to 5. Remove thyself. I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm gonna troubleshoot this. Your keyboard sounds like heaven. Oh, thank you. Remove from parent. Removes the widget from its parent widget. Get widget. Get widget. Get all widgets from class for each. Remove from parent. So maybe that? Make bigger. Hey! Beautiful. Perfect. Awesome. Amazing. Player has an inventory. Debugging works. Okay, so I was going to give player a default inventory. Which add to inventory 1 and not 50 cauliflower, 5 cauliflower. We don't need 50 cauliflower yet. So hey, there's a little cauliflower seed right there. And it highlights. Good. I might need to fix it, or I could just make PNGs. If I made a seed and then colored it like cauliflower color, pumpkin color, watermelon color, that might not be too bad. But they are there. And I click them and they're still there and it's still good. Okay. Alright. Player has an inventory. Good. Good. No more ugly inventory. Next steps. Next steps is I can make the shopkeeper. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, so this guy, alchemist, child, I mean, technically, yes. But I might just make him his own dude. Because it's going to be a lot easier to make the alchemist and the blacksmith than it is, than it's going to be to make the shopkeep. Where do you exist? Where do you exist? Okay, in the peasants, in the character AI. So yeah, I might just make a new dude. New dude. He's a bit smaller. Yeah, that's too small. Get him up to the capsule. Yeah. Okay, shopkeeper. You need a trigger box. See what you're looking like. Maybe you'll take up the whole shopkeep area. Yeah, so under the overhang, that should be good. That should be good. And then I can tweak it on the outside. Text render. Not parent socket. Text. Center. Center. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I think that's all the elements as far as the viewport goes. Save. Save everything. Make sure I don't lose oh my god. Mouth. Work with me. Make sure I don't lose anything. You need the interface. you need the interface. Implemented interface. Interact. Compile. Lovely. Shop. Okay, there's the custom event, shop, I can hang it down there. Shop. Oh, come on. Did I not spell it right? I did not spell it right. I spelled it stop. Shop. Shopping. 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 There we go. There we go. It shouldn't be so hard. I mean, it is actually. There's a lot of components to this. I need to not be so hard on myself. Okay. I don't know why one is set his and hidden and one is set visibility, but that's what it is. Yes, dialog trigger, overlap. I can just right click and yes. Yes. Okay. So if the other actor is equal to the player character, I want them to be visible. It's a good song. I don't know what it is, but it's nice. Oh, I don't think I need it here, but just in case. I mean, if they're already invisible, having another character overlap the box isn't really going to do anything. It's just going to leave them invisible, but still. Oh my god. Move this back over here. Yes. Might change that color. Okay. I can delete you. You're no good. You're obsolete. I'm sorry. It happens. Yeah, I'm gonna work for now. I wonder if I can put like a border on it, make it stand out a little bit more, but for now, that'll be fine. Okay, now let's set them up to shop. Kind of like the same thing as the inventory, but slightly different. I need the controller. View target with blend. The camera's here, so self. Oh, and now we get to make the shop UI, but I should be able to duplicate it from the player UI and just tweak a couple things. Yeah. Select inventory, player UI, duplicate, player inventory. Move it into the shop. Can I move it into the shop? Okay. So it needs an extra button. It's not parented to anything, but it does need... Okay. There's a couple extra things that I need to add here. Right, wrap with a widget switcher, duplicate this, and call it the player inventory. Awesome. And now I need a button, because it's going to... You can buy seeds and you can sell the fruit. So that makes sense. Okay. Anchor is down here. Hopefully that's okay. It looks a little squished on this screen compared to that screen, but I don't think that he's actually going to have any more than 3 items for sale, so that should be fine. Switch mode. Yep, that's fine. And make it black so that it shows up. Okay. Yeah, there's a couple of things in here that is what I need. Set. Did I not hide the player? Oh no, I just haven't gotten that far yet. Okay. But this is going to need the to be not hidden, because eventually it is going to need that. Okay, it does need a different item. It needs its own inventory item, but I can duplicate it. Okay, and there's a couple things different in here that I need to do because it needs to have the cost instead of the count, or we'll do price instead of the count, and I'm not gonna have. Can I unwrap you? Yeah, I just put the button, take that out, and take that out, delete the overlay, put the button in the size box, not in the size box. Under the size box? Under the size box. Set that back to text. It doesn't really need anything, but white 12. Okay. Yes. I think that's still going to show up, which is fine. Okay, this has the cast on the button click, but I don't want to do that. I already have that up there. Yeah, this is the item. There's no extra that comes from the inventory. Yeah, that comes from this third person character. Okay, there's a function on the third person character that I missed. Awesome. Spend gold. Oh, hi. I'm sorry, I need to check my chat more. I'm just super focused on trying to get this set up because UIs, oh my god, UIs. I'm a new in programming. Can you recommend some programming languages to learn? As far as programming languages, everyone is a little different and a little funky. I think Python, it's kind of loose. It's kind of forgiving as far as syntax. It's not like other structured languages where it's like, okay, you have to have all of your variables at the top and then all of your functions and all of your functions next and that kind of stuff. I think basic is like that, but Python is kind of loose. Unreal, even though I'm using visual scripting, it has the same kind of structure as C++, and it's not bad. It's recommended. A lot of people that I talk to recommend C++. But I guess it's just like check out some different ones and see which one, like the syntax and the flow of it and the rules and the structure seem like something that you'd be interested in. Set the gold. Balance, yes. Because programming is, every language uses just about the same structure. You have your control flow with if statements, switches and stuff, like if this, then that. If you have object-oriented programming, you have getters and setters, like if I pull this variable off of here, you can either get what the gold is or set what the gold is. And anything that's object-oriented programming, like C++, C#, I think you can do that with Python. I didn't do a lot of object-oriented programming with Python, but I think it's still like a lot of modern programming is object-oriented. It's all the same structure, so it's really, what are you looking to do with it? Like if you're looking to use Unity, you want to do C#. If you want to do Unreal, having a basic understanding of object-oriented programming is useful for visual scripting. You don't necessarily need to know C++, but it is helpful. It is helpful to understand how programming languages are structured. They all have variables, they all have control flow, they all have loops, for loops, for each loops, while loops, that kind of stuff. So, if I were to recommend one that's like easy for beginners, I would recommend Python, probably. It's pretty forgiving, it's pretty loose with its syntax, but I think I said that at the beginning. Yeah, I hope that helps. I hope I didn't see that comment way too late and rambled on to nobody. I forgot what I was doing. What am I doing? I went on a tangent. This is shopkeeper inventory, but that's not what I was doing. I was doing here, I was doing the item, because when the button is clicked on the item, it doesn't need this branch, because once it because it's you know what, I'm gonna keep it in there just in case. So it is selling. So instead of oh no, this is buying the item, so I don't need it. Okay. I don't need that because I actually need to, yeah. So this dispatcher, actually needs to be money spent. Okay, so I'll just rebuild the button. I don't need the inventory. I need gold. Get gold. Yeah, I'm item details, get item details, split item details. That actually needs to go here, and that needs to go there. So if I have more or equal to the gold of the price, then I can buy the item. So I want to spend the gold based on the price of the item in the data structure, and then call that on the item ID. This money spent doesn't need an out, but it has an out, just in case. Okay. So now I need to tweak this. Maybe. I have the set player character. I have the item ID that checks if an item in the data table is a thing. This populates it. So yeah, I need to change the price from inventory count format price gold price. Okay, is that everything that I need in here? I think I don't need that. Okay, yeah, that's just the shop item. That should be all set. Should be. In theory. All set. Okay, so back to the shopkeeper UI. Got the cast. Okay, my brain just went. Didn't I just do this? No. Because this doesn't populate the grid. This populates the name, the image, and the cost. Yes. Now we're populating the grid. Okay. Alright. So in here, I'm gonna go through Okay, there's two different fetches. Which is fetch the shop item. This is fetch player item. I want fetch shop item. So the shopkeeper NPC has a variable on him. Inventory. That's an array. So kind of like the map, but simpler, just a list of items. And actually I'm going to duplicate this. This is going to be fetch player item, because I think that's fine as it is. Use valid index. Yeah. So fetch shop item. Yeah, my brain's doing that thing again. This doesn't need the count. It does need the index. And where is the shopkeeper NPC? Okay. Of type shopkeeper object reference. I used to not know how to do that, and that was extremely frustrating. I was like, wait, how do I reference this? If the index is valid, get a copy of the index, and if it's true, get the item. And if it's false, the item is -1, so it's not going to show up. Okay, back to the event graph. Okay, now I set is selling up here. So this set is selling to true. And then switch mode. I think this is the text. I started out trying to get the functions, but I think I'm just gonna go as needed, otherwise I can't compile. And widget switcher. Index to 0. So it's in buying mode. Okay, so now I need I don't need the fetch here. I need the player grid and I need the shop grid. They're going to be similar but different. Fetch player item. Inputs, I need index. Can I just pull that? No, I'm not gonna try looking for that. I'm just gonna pull it. Okay, fetch player inventory. Create widget of player inventory item, the ID and the count. From here, find event item sold, pull the event into there, okay, this is the grid. Get player inventory. Add child to uniform grid. And then the index gets divided. Get the remainder. This is row, and that is column. Yes, yes. Okay, so in the for loop, it is not fetch shop, it is player grid, and the index goes to the index, and create event, and that is refresh. Grid item. No? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, and now I need the shop grid, which is this. But I can collapse it into a function. And fix it. Fetch. Shop item. Create shop item. Shop item. Does it need both the row and the column? No, they're both coming off of index, so that's just so it just needs the index. It just needs the index. The index can go there. The index goes there. The index goes there. Bind event visibility change. Bind event money spent. There it is. And then item grid. Add child to uniform grid. Stop that. Attach that to that. Okay. Shop grid. Purchase item. Need another one? Update. Gold. Get the player. Get the inventory. Add to inventory. Add my ID, but I also need the count. Bind to money spent. Money spent. Money spent. Okay. And now it needs another input. That's it. There it goes. Purchase item, item ID, and count. Okay. All right. This is taking a long time. Okay. That should be fine as is, because that's just the back button. Oh, set is selling. To false. Okay, so now I just need to set up the button to switch between buying and selling. Switch mode button. Unclicked. Okay, that's a function. Update mode. Switch on int. Okay, I think that's just an integer available with the default of 0. Hit mode. Switch mode. Get switch mode. Set text. Set mode. And then with the widget switcher, set active widget index. Here and here. So this is 1, that is 0, this is so, and this is by. Get a widget switcher. Get a widget switcher. Okay. Back to the event graph. I think this is almost done. It's just a lot to get through, and I get that. Player inventory. Clear children. For loop. Rebuild the children. Player grid. Index. Update gold. That's the same. That updates gold. Yes, okay. Alright. Refresh grid. Get. No, it's the other one. Table. Item data table. Split. No. Player character. Get gold. Add to the gold. Set gold. That's it. Update gold. Clear child. Okay. That's the inventory. That's the inventory. Still got the button. I still got that button. Okay. that should be it for the inventory. I should be able to finish up the shopkeeper now and test it. So actors of delay. Create widget. Shopkeeper inventory. Add to viewport. Set input. UI. Shoe. Set show mouse cursor to true. Set. That's the player character. Actor hidden in game to true. That's compiled. That's compiled. Okay, I have that, which has the inventory, which has the inventory item. The interact. Okay. Let's try this out and hope everything doesn't explode. The camera's in a really, really bad place, but actually it wasn't showing the... No! Why are you doing this? Okay, branch, fetch shop item. So something in the fetch shop item. Fetch shop item. There was something that I needed to do. With the inventory. Okay, first off, I'm going to fix this camera. Okay. Shopkeeper. Where is your inventory? Ah. It's edible. Expose on spawn. 2, 3. What happened to my text render? Why is it up there? Okay, but nothing's showing up. And it's still, yeah, it's, something's still broken. Branch. Something's still broken. That needs to be changed to shop inventory, which is good to know. In the shop grid, fetch shop item. My brain is fried. Not this. Shopkeeper UI. Fetch shop item. And the index should be fine. Because it's just 0 through 7. It's the same thing as here. But I guess that's also not working. Because it's not getting the player grid. I have items in the player. Yeah, I have cauliflower seed on the player. Yeah, it's having issues fetching. And fixing itself. Oh, because it's parented to the camera. No, I don't want the text parented to the camera. Do not parent the text to the camera. Okay, the inventory is there. This might be a tomorrow cleanup thing. This might be my brain needs a break and I need to meticulously go through everything. To try to fix this. I have the shopkeeper NPC. I have the reference. As a reference to the shopkeeper. That's what it's supposed to be. If the index is valid, then get the item ID from the shop, which is the index is 0, 1, or 2. It'll get the item ID of that index, which is 1, 2, and 3. That shouldn't be a problem. So in the shop grid, you fetch it, you feed the index, which is 1, 2, or 3. Maybe I'll just split it. That's the only thing that is different. Index, row, column. Index, row, column. But even so, all of these numbers are pulling from the same index, so it doesn't matter. It's all the same number, so why are you unhappy? That was there before. No, it's still not. The widget switcher is working. That doesn't seem to be the issue. That didn't tell me anything. That told me nothing. There's something wrong with the branch. This is the error that I'm getting. Access none, trying to read shopkeeper NPC. That didn't change anything. Why are you getting none? Trying to read the shopkeeper NPC. This was the thing where it's like, I couldn't do this before, and now I can, and now it's giving me a headache. Is that it? Is that why you're unhappy? get any errors. But I also didn't get anything showing up for the player inventory. And that is still broken. Nope, there are the errors. There they are. So it's not that. It's not that. It's... access none. Trying to read property object reference. This is the best part. It's the debugging. Keep getting an error message saying access character is a variable reference to my character blueprint. And I set the character variable in the widget blueprint. Use the isValid node will prevent it from accessing none. We use it when it is valid. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure this out. Convert it to a valid get. I mean, he exists. He exists. I see him right there. He is existing. No, that's not what I want to do. There's that. Convert to a validated get. I'm not sure that's gonna help much. Okay, it did help. It just didn't populate it with anything. Or that. Or fix that. It just stopped throwing errors, which isn't what I want it to do. Okay, I might need to research and scour why this is not working the way I want it to. I might need to just stop for tonight and put it down, think about it, do some research, figure out how I'm going to fix this. Because I don't know. I don't think that did anything. It just validated it so that it would populate it, but it's not doing what it's supposed to anyway. It says the reference is empty, but it's not. He's right there. And I can do it in 4.2.6. It works just fine. So there's some, this is what I was worried about with like trying to build so much at once. The one little thing that could throw it all off. Yep. That's doing what it's supposed to. Maybe it's just supposed to be instant edible and not exposed on spawn? I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna find something that allows me to fix this, because I don't know. That just crashed. Okay, yeah, I think everything around me is saying stop. 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 Take a break. Take a break. You have till Sunday. It's Wednesday. Well, technically it's Thursday, but it's Thursday really, really early in the morning. So I'm done. I'm done. I'm putting it away for now. I'll try fixing it tomorrow with a clear head. So, thank you for hanging out with me, hoping to get this cleared up, because now I'm like, I was gonna like decorate the town, and now I don't have that. I have a shopkeeper issue. So, yeah, I will try again tomorrow. Thank you.